Welcome ramblers, tangenters, and sidequesters to the Daily Ramble pod with Jules. I'm Jules, a 20-year-old college student with thoughts about the world, life, and all of the wonderful things in it. I created this pod to talk about my life and spread some joy around to anyone who's listening. We'll talk about some good news, pop culture, and as always, a sprinkling of something good every week. Our first segment for this week is the Super Trooper Spotlight of the Week, which is where I talk about something that I've been listening to, watching, basically something that I've been interested in this week. And today's Super Trooper Spotlight of the Week is Secret Lives of Mormon Wives Season 4. Okay. I have been so excited to watch this season. And yes, am I late to the game? Incredibly so. But you know, it's okay, I think, because I spent a lot of time trying to rewatch the whole series so that I could end up watching season 4 and really be not really like well informed about it, because I mean, when are we going to be well informed about a reality TV show? But I do think I did take the opportunity to be able to rewatch the entire other 3 seasons of the show. And then I had been reminded of my opinions of everyone before I went into watching season 4. And I did take my sweet time about it because I know they are already in production for season 5. But that is okay because I did end up finishing it in like 2 days. And I'm so glad that I did take the time to go back and watch the entire 3 seasons before I watched season 4. Because I have so many thoughts about this. Oh. Okay, for starters, I can't with Demi declined to be interviewed this season. I actually cannot. It kills me every single time they show it on the screen because in my mind I'm just thinking, oh my gosh, yeah. They're literally like, I had all of her questions laid out. They shoot answering her, or not answering her, sorry. They shoot asking her questions. They already like had everything set, and I'm assuming that because of that she declined to be interviewed like right before interviews, maybe a few days before, maybe the day of. I have a feeling she declined to be interviewed super late in the game, which is why they keep showing her. And I think that genuinely them saying Demi declined to be interviewed so many times with like the blank, her little blank interview slot, killed me. Literally, it brought so much positivity to me throughout this entire season, simply because this season there was so much going on and there was so many different problems that were happening. I completely forgot that Taylor had already left for The Bachelorette for season 4. Like, I remember hearing that, but I don't think it actually like clocked into my brain that Taylor had left for The Bachelorette yet. I really want to know everyone's thoughts about Secret Lives of Mormon Wives season 4, because when I tell you that I am waiting for season 5 so eagerly waiting for season 5, I am. I cannot wait to I can't wait to see what's going to happen with the aftermath of this. Also, I'm so glad we're getting rid of dad talk in season 5. I saw it on an interview that I believe Entertainment Tonight. I believe it was Entertainment Tonight that interviewed Jessie Draper, and she said that dad talk was going to be in the first part of season 5. But that after they had paused filming, Dad Talk was not going to be resuming filming, which I am kind of happy about. Dude, I like half of Dad Talk. I do. Like, Jacob, he's not problematic. Let's say that. Jacob is not problematic. Poor Jace. Poor Jace in season 4. Poor Jace. What is portrayed on screen? Poor Jace. I don't know any of these people personally, so take my opinion with a grain of salt. I'm saying what I saw on the TV show. Poor Jace. And Michaela. But, like, I'm talking about dad talk, but poor Jace. And Chase, I am Team Miranda 1000%, because this girl deserves the world. She deserves so many wonderful things, and she just does not get any of them, and she keeps getting messed with. And it hurts my soul to watch, because she is so strong and so positive. Like, she takes everything, like, I don't even know, I can't even explain to you, I can't even express to you how well she's taking all of this. And like, it's so bad, and I feel so bad for her. But what I will say is that Chase is really funny on social media. He's, if you ever see him in the comments of anything, he is so funny. Does not excuse any of his behaviors, but he's really funny on social media. Dakota, what do I even have to say? Like, get this man off. Secret lives, out of the drama. Keep him and Taylor away from each other, because it's just what's going to be best for them. Keep them away from each other, keep him away from my screen. I would be a happy camper. Did I like him in season 1 for part of it? Like his personality? Yes. Not anymore at all. And it's like, it's him and Taylor's actions, but get this man away from Taylor Frankie Paul, and get Taylor Frankie Paul away from this man. It's what's best for each other. Everyone can see it. It's what's best for them. But poor Ever. But, you know, someone once told me that they would rather have 2 happy homes than 1 angry home. And I definitely think that's probably the solution that's best for them. But, yeah. So, that's about dad talk. I know I forgot people at dad talk. Zach. I don't like Zach at all. I was watching the show with my sister-in-law, and every time Zach came on the screen, I kept going, oh, I do not like this man at all. I do not like this man at all. And I kept thinking of him in the elf costume. If anyone knows what that meme is, I kept thinking of him as the elf costume. Oh, it was so bad. But I do not like that man. Could it be how he's portrayed on the show? Yes. I don't like the choices that him and Jen made. I really don't. I think that it was rude, and part of it is that I love Levitz. After seeing her more recent interviews after Dancing with the Stars, I am definitely a Levitt lover. Does not excuse some choices that I think they have made towards the beginnings of the different seasons, but I am a Levitt lover now, because just, they're really nice people. So that could also be part of why I do not enjoy Zach or Jen, really, at the end of the season. I love Jen every other season, the beginning of the season. I just could not with the ending. Like, I could not handle the fact that Whitney and Connor allowed Zach and Jen and their kids to all move into their house in LA during Dancing with the Stars. And then Jen chooses to be that kind of friend to Whitney when Whitney and Connor extended their home to it. And I know that I want to address that Whitney says Connor like extended it, and that Connor is the one who invited them over. But Whitney still let it happen. So, and she still took care of the kids. So, I don't think that Jen had the right to be that kind of friend to her after Whitney was that kind of friend. A good friend to her. So, I definitely don't agree with those things of their actions, speaking about Jen and Zach. But I still really never liked Zach. I liked Zach when he got better after they paused filming and after they went and did counseling and stuff like that, I liked Zach for a little while then, but he has just proven that he has good moments, but he's not a character on this show that I enjoy. So let's put that way. And also, Mason. I like Mason. I don't really know what to think of him yet. I think I need to see more about him. But I kind of like him. He seems nice. He seems funny. So I guess we'll see how that goes. I mean, obviously if Dad Talk is not going to be in much of season 5, then we aren't going to see that as much. But I do think that I want to like see what Mason is about more. Because he did seem like he was there for Layla. And I do appreciate that because we love Layla. We love Layla. Layla is a queen. So, there's that. Who am I missing? Jordan. When I tell you how much distaste that I have for him, it doesn't even like come close to being able to like tell you all of my thoughts, feelings, and emotions about it, because there's so many layers to it. Because yes, what Jesse did with Marciano wrong? Yes, completely. But there's also that Jordan cheated on Jesse at the beginning of their marriage. There's that. Jesse and him got together really soon after she had her first divorce. There's that. So they could be like a very prolonged honeymoon phase. Maybe. All the dad talk hats and all the dad talk everything, it was just like in our face so much, and I didn't appreciate it. And then of course we have his famous lines. Are we ready? I'm going to do a world-class performance. Alright. She doesn't want to film, right? But she has no problem going on Dancing with the Stars in her dress and sitting with the secret lives of Mormon wives. But she's not filming. I made a video about this on my It's Jules Juice account, so go follow that on TikTok and Instagram. But I made a video about this, that I genuinely think that we did exactly what Jordan wanted by making that line go viral. Because he always wants to go viral. We know that. We've seen the dad talk hat. We've seen it. We know. That's exactly what he wants. So I just don't know why we all fell for it. Did I fall for it as well? Yes. Did I not realize it until way after? Yes. But still, I feel like there should have been someone smarter than me. There should have been people smarter than me. That's what I genuinely think. But one thing I would like to cite about that line, since it's already gone viral, I'm not giving him extra, I'm not bringing it up and giving the extra attention. It's already out there. Has anyone seen the beaver edit version of it? I'm sure that people have seen it, but there's literally a beaver edit from a movie. I can't remember what movie it's in, but it's a cartoon beaver that does look, it does resemble Jordan a lot. And they have edit him doing that line, and it matches really well. Unfortunately for Jordan, it looks like it was him saying it. So that's one of my favorite things from the internet. Personally, that is a highlight of my internet experience, is seeing the beaver edit of that line. But you know, we win some, we lose some with making people famous and go viral. So this was just one of the ones that we lost a little bit. Just a little bit. And last but not least of dad talk, we have Connor. My king. I love Connor so much. So I really like that Connor and Whitney have continued to like put work into their marriage. And they're the most supportive, secure married couple I have seen in a long time. And is this, yes, what they present on the internet and on the show? Yes. Could this just be highlights of their life? Yes. Could there be more problems underneath the surface? Of course. But from what we're seeing and from everything that I've seen, they really are there for each other, and they're so supportive of each other. And it's so nice to see like that deep of a true love. So, especially portrayed on TV and in the media. Like, it's so nice to see. So I really hope that is like their truth that they live every day. But yeah, since I've been seeing that, I was like, oh, Connor, Whitney, love the Levitts. But yeah. Also, with Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, we're moving off of dad talk firmly. The only person of dad talk that we will refer to anymore is Dakota, for reasons we'll talk about. Jordan, again, for reasons we'll talk about. And Connor, for a good reason that we'll talk about. But all of the girls mothering Taylor. Oh. When I tell you, I was like, Taylor, no. Taylor, why are we doing this? Why? I felt so bad. Genuinely, I feel like Taylor just doesn't... She doesn't understand that the choice could be easier if she let people in. The choice to let go of Dakota, because I know she wants to. She says she wants to. But I genuinely think that if she let people in more and let them help her make the decision and didn't try to do it herself, because I know what it's like to try to do things yourself and try to do everything yourself like this. She's literally has to detox and go to rehab for her ex. And it makes it so much harder with Ever, but if she let people in to help her detox, just like if she was going to rehab, it would go so much better for her. And I really truly do hope that that happens. But yeah, all of them mothering Taylor and like having meetings about when to tell Taylor and stuff, I was like, exactly like Layla said, why are we mothering her? Layla is way younger than her. Layla's like 10 years younger than her almost. I think Taylor's like 32. So I think Layla's like almost 10 years younger than her, which is crazy. That's like me trying to mother one of my brothers. Just not, doesn't work. But yeah, mothering Taylor, that was crazy to me. And also, where are the other half of the clips from the teaser in episode 1 and like the trailer? Where are the rest of those clips? Because I missed so many of the clips that were there. People were talking about the GLP-1 one. That was not in the season. Is it going to be in season 5? Is my question. Like, there were so many clips that we just didn't see. The only one I remember seeing, like specifically this one sticks out, is when Miranda is talking to Shania in the bathroom at Red River. I think it's Red River. The music festival. But I don't remember seeing, like specifically seeing any of the other scenes from the teaser. And it was just the one of Miranda. And I was like, where are they? Because I know they exist. So, where'd they go? Where'd they go, guys? I really want to see them because I feel like it would flesh out this whole story. Because that's when I was like, oh, Mason. But we didn't get to see any of that. We only saw like negative things about Mason. So, I'm really hoping that we get to see that kind of stuff, because that's like important for us to be able to see, is to be able to see the struggles that everyone is going through. Not just Taylor, not just Michaela, not just Macy, not just whatever. Like, I want to see different sides of the struggles, basically is what I'm saying. Our next segment is going to be unsupervised side quest. Okay, my first unsupervised side quest that I need to talk about is Jordan's cameos. If anyone has been seeing Jordan from Secret Lives of Mormon Wives cameos, I would love people to weigh in on their opinions of what is going through that head when those things are being made. Because I saw one that he made someone's wedding about his divorce. And I saw another one, I think it was either fact check me, please. I don't know for sure which one it was. I believe there was one about someone getting a cameo for their friend who either their father or mother, a parent, someone like that, had just passed, or it was the anniversary of them passing. And he also made it about his divorce. Like, everything is about his divorce. Everything is about dad talk, which I know, yes, this is what made you famous, but like, can we please move on from that for other people's sake? Like, I get it if someone's asking you to talk about that, but you were asked to talk about someone's wedding and wish them congratulations, and you started talking about your divorce. I genuinely just don't think that those things should be talked about in the same sentiment, in the same video, in the same 2 minutes. I need to look into how much she charges for these cameos, because I need to see how much people are paying for this. But I did love that Jesse Draper, his, I believe they're separated. I don't believe they're divorced just yet. But his ex, she was on a carpet in an interview and said, well, I just tell people that I hope they get their money back, but keep buying them because the more money he has, the less I have to pay him. Jaw dropped. Because she is so right. I mean, I need to look into how much he gets paid. I'm going to put it up here if I find it. But are we joking? Like, how that's what I want to know. I just want to know what goes through this man's head as he's making these cameos, and how much she's charging for them. Those are my questions. Those are the questions for this. But Jordan's cameos have been a very interesting unsupervised side quest this week, because they just keep coming up. Just keep on coming. So, yeah. Like, what's going on with that? Also, I saw that Connor is going to be on Broadway. I am so proud of him. I'm giving him a shout out right now. Connor, you deserve your flowers. Him and his magic. I love his magic. He's so good at it. I love his magic. And him and Whitney being a Broadway power couple, trust me, you do not know how excited I am for them. It's gonna be so good. Like, them in New York, thriving. Secret Lives NY instead of Secret Lives OC. Secret Lives NY. Or it could just be, wait, oh my gosh, someone pay me. Someone from Hulu and Disney, pay me. Pay me. Are we ready? Levitt on the dance floor. Not Dance Moms. Yes, is it a Dance Mom reference? Yes. Levitt on the dance floor. Because they're both on Broadway. Like, Dancing with the Stars. Did we not see that? I believe it's contemporary. That contemporary between them for dedication night. Did we not see it? The talent is there. We know the talent is there because they're both on Broadway. Well, okay. Let me be correct. Connor is in an off-Broadway show. Whitney was Roxy Hart. Connor is in 11 to Midnight. But still, okay, I'll say New York shows. New York shows. They're both in New York shows. We know the talent is there. So, I'm just so excited to see what they do next. And I hope it is Levitt on the dance floor. That would be awesome. Or Secret Lives NY. Definitely think that those are two options. So, Hulu, come pay me for it. Oh, and then our next unsupervised side quest that I went on was I went on a San Diego trip with my family, which was so much fun. The drive was not as long as I anticipated, and I think it's because I have 2-hour classes, and I'm like, oh, it's just a class. Which, I mean, if you think about it that way, it's really not that bad. So, it's a 2-hour drive. It was not bad at all. And that was in, like, rush hour traffic on a Thursday. So, it was not as bad as I thought it was going to be. Didn't feel too long. It was great. My back was hurting. I'm also going to the chiropractor later today because my back was hurting. So, let's hope that goes well. That will be an unsupervised side quest for next week. But, San Diego trip was so much fun. We stayed in a hotel with a really nice pool, which I did not get to go in. And I am a mermaid. If you didn't know, I'm a mermaid. I'm a fish. I am drawn to water. So the fact that I could not go in a pool was horrible. But, you know, we live, we thrive, we survive. So, but it was a nice hotel with a really nice pool. We were there for a few family events, so nothing super eventful there. I had some really good food, really good coffee. But yeah, I mean, there wasn't anything like super interesting. Oh, except other than the fact that we went to SeaWorld with my niece. It was so much fun. Okay, so my niece is itty bitty baby. She's just about to turn 1. She's the sweetest thing ever. And she's so funny. Her and I are basically like the same person, except she's like 1 and I'm 20. And she can drink regular milk and I can't. But you know, that's okay. So we went to SeaWorld and that was so much fun. I have only been to SeaWorld once, I believe, and I think I was 6 years old, so I really don't remember it. I remembered like 1 or 2 rides, and I remember not being able to go on them because my brothers and my cousin wanted to go on them, and my brothers and cousin are older than me, so I couldn't go on them. I was also really short, so could not go on them. But I just remembered it being a large animal aquarium, or a large marine mammal aquarium, basically. So, I mean, I had a lot of fun because that's all I expected it to be. So I didn't go on any rides because I was obviously trying to hang out with the almost 1-year-old. But I had so much fun. And I am an aquarium person in general. So going to aquarium was kind of perfect for me. And I will say that I was a little bit disappointed by the penguin exhibit and the shark exhibit, just because the shark exhibit did not have good ventilation and it was kind of just 2 tanks. I wish there was a little bit more. They did have a lot of stuff about shark history, like the history of like how they've evolved and how long they've been around and fossils and stuff, which was really, really cool and really, really interesting. But there was just like a lot of standing with ocean themed walls and not that much with the facts and with the actual sharks. I just wish I could have seen that. But it was still so cool and I'm so glad that we went. And I had so much fun at the sea otter exhibit. I love sea otters so much. And I went to the sea otter exhibit right when they were doing a training talk. And I happened to get right in front of the glass because I'm a 20-year-old child, obviously. And don't worry, I let children stand in front of me. Please don't get that wrong. I let children stand in front of me. But I was like in front of the glass. There wasn't other adults standing in front of me. But right in front of me, lo and behold, there is a trash can full of ice. Yeah, I did not know what was gonna happen. I'm so glad that it did though, because I ended up getting to see a sea otter jump in there and eat his salmon and eat his shrimp and a full crab. He just jumped in there and he was doing his little flips and his turns, and it was so cute. It was so cute, and I'm so glad that I got to see it so up close because I love sea otters. And there are no aquariums around like me that have sea otters. The closest one would be San Diego at SeaWorld. The other next closest one, I believe, is Monterey. So that was great. I mean, I love seeing sea otters. I love good sea otters. I got a sea otter t-shirt. I want to get sea otter slippers. I just could not find any at SeaWorld. And I wanted to get a sea otter backpack because me and my friend are really obsessed with sea otters. And I should have gotten the little shoulder pal that they have, and I didn't. If I go again, I'm definitely getting the shoulder pal because I can just like put it on anything. It's so cute. So that was SeaWorld. SeaWorld was so much fun. And while we were there, I did go to Old Town with my cousins. So that was really nice. We went to Old Town San Diego and walked around the historic district and went into the Cosmopolitan Hotel, I believe it is, that has a bunch of rooms that you can go in to kind of see what the hotel looked like before. And it's really interesting to see because you get to see all their older decorations and you get to see a lot about the history of the Mexican citizens that were living in California before it was absorbed into the US. So that's some really cool stuff to see. And I really enjoyed seeing it, and I got to take some pictures, which was really nice. So all of that was super cool. And we got some, oh my gosh, it was such good lemonade. There's a little old-fashioned like soda shop over there. I don't think it's actually a soda shop, but they have sodas and they have teas and stuff like that. And we got a great lemonade and two, I believe one of my cousins got a vanilla float and I got an orange cream soda float, and it was so yummy. When I tell you, I like gobbled that up so fast because it was just so good. But I just love cream soda and ice cream too, so that could have also been a reason. But I really enjoyed it and it was so yummy. But we did end up walking around and I got this locket at one of their antique stores. It's so cute in there and I really wanted to get more jewelry, but I obviously didn't want to be spending so much money on it. But it was really cool. They had a lot of fascinators, which are like the little ladies' tea hats. And we had a lot of shawls, and my grandma wears a lot of those, so I was looking at getting her one of those. They had a lot of hair clips, a lot of rings, necklaces, jewelry, all of that stuff, and these old-fashioned perfume bottles that I thought were so pretty. I really wanted to get one, but they were around $50, I believe. I believe they were $30 to $50, and already getting the locket, I didn't want to be spending like double the amount, but I really wanted to get one, so maybe next time I go back, maybe I will get one because it was so pretty. And I also had really great tortillas. I cannot remember the restaurant, which I feel really bad about, but really good tortillas. It was, oh, Old Town San Diego has such good food. But those were some of my very fun unsupervised side quests for the week. And we are now moving into the best thing ever segment, which is some good news to sprinkle into our day. And I got this article from the Good News Network, so go and read it there. But our good news for this week is that a dancer with ALS used brain interface technology that was mixed with a virtual reality avatar to perform for the first time in years. And what that means, because I had to read the full article to be able to understand what that meant fully, but Brianna Olsen was diagnosed with, and I'm going to read this because I want to make sure that I get it right. I still may not pronounce it correctly. But Brianna Olsen was diagnosed with amyotrophic lateral sclerosis, which confined her to a wheelchair. It's a very common form of motor neuron degeneration, which is really, really sad. But she was diagnosed with this. She was confined to a wheelchair. And using a headset that captures her brain activity, it translated the electrical signals here into movements that were projected into a mixed media avatar. And with this avatar, she was able to dance for the first time in years, which, I don't know why I'm like getting emotional about this, but I think that that's something that's really magical and really special. I was a dancer for a few years of my high school career, a little bit into college, a little bit before high school. And the thought of never being able to dance again is such a scary thought because it's so close to my heart. And just to be able to see her be able to live this dream again is so special. And I think that it's something that everyone should be able to do, the things that they love. And I'm so glad that we finally found a way for some people with different motor neuron diseases and with different disabilities that are confining them to not be able to do a movement, not be able to do an activity or anything that they've enjoyed before. I think that finding a way for people to start being able to do those things again is so good. And I'm so happy that this is starting to become a reality, because this wasn't a reality for so long. And I just think that it's such a great opportunity that we've been afforded now to be able to both support these people that are able to finally do the things that they've wanted to do for years, and to also continue bringing that dream to other people that deserve it, because everyone should be afforded that opportunity if they're able to be afforded it. And that's something that I really appreciate. So I'm so happy that this was our good news from the Good News Network for this week, because it's just so near and dear to my heart. Alright, lastly is our song of the week. So the song of the week this week I'm super excited about. It is Run Rabbit by Molly Elizabeth. And I watched a Molly Long combo to this song. We all knew Molly Long was an incredible choreographer. She's been incredible, prolific, and amazing for years. But I really loved this choreography, and I really love this song. And it could be because this song kind of gives me the same vibes as the Pretty Odd Panic at the Disco album, which is my favorite Panic at the Disco album. But I really liked the vibes of the song. It was super cool, it was super fun. So I'm really excited to be able to put this song on our playlist for the week. And the Song of the Week playlist for this season of the podcast is going to be linked in the show notes. This has been a great episode of the Daily Ramble, Tangents and Sidequests with Jules. Follow us on Spotify, YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram at The Daily Ramble or The Daily Ramble Pod. Keep rambling and going on every ever-fulfilling side quest. We'll see you next week. Bye, Ramblers!